Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. We are going to be reacting to another horror fan film, and this one is for the third channel, a Halloween 3 Season of the Witch fan film. Now, I'm a very big fan of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I think it's one of the most underappreciated horror films out there. A lot of people really give it a lot of flack and hate because, well, it's frankly a part of the Halloween franchise, yeah, the one with Michael Myers, but for some reason, it didn't have Michael Myers in it, and that really tore a lot of people. A lot of people were really pissed off that Michael Myers did not make an appearance in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. And then we get Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, because the studio realized, oh, people really want to see that slasher come back. So we got more Michael Myers. But I really loved this film. I thought if they actually took it in more of an anthology route, I thought it would be pretty cool. Every year we'd get a new Halloween movie, but it would be a completely different story. I was so down for that, and I really enjoyed what they did with Halloween 3. At first, I wasn't too sure about it. But then the more I watched it, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling the rhythm here. I'm feeling the vibe, and really dig this film. So we're going to go ahead and react to this fan film. This is directed by a woman named Michelle Blasky. She reached out to me, and I'm actually a producer for this little fan film, so if you thought that was pretty cool, go support the original video, go give it a lot of love, go give it a lot of support, and we're going to go ahead and dive into this thing, guys. I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts during and, of course, after the video. I'm just looking forward to checking this out. This has been out for a while now. I've been wanting to give this a little time to kind of gain its audience by itself, but now I'm obviously going to do a reaction to it, and again, I highly, highly, highly recommend going over and supporting the original video. Give it a lot of love, give it a lot of likes, show this video you want to see more content like this. Please do so for me, and let's go ahead and watch the third channel, Halloween 3 fan film.
Get ready, kids, for the long-awaited sequel to the cult classic Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, the third channel. And don't forget to wear your masks.
I like it. He doesn't have a mask. That was pretty cool. And the snakes kill him? That was pretty neat. Sequanda Films. Sequanda Films also are the studio that also made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan film pretty recently, the Sawyer Massacre, which I really also enjoyed. 1982, huh? There it is. Silver Shamrock. Absolutely. Three hours earlier.
Yeah, I'll load it up, Mr. Cambridge.
Well, that was fast. Thank you, Red.
I'll see you next year.
Clumsy guy left his clipboard.
Red? Hey, Red! Red!
Good morning, Mrs. Gardner. And what can we do for you today?
I spoke on the phone with O'Foylan last Friday. He said I could check back in Monday. Have there been any improvements?
Mrs. Gardner, these things take time. The system update needs time to render.
2 weeks! You've had him 2 weeks! Don't you think that's long enough? I mean, I just bought him new toys and games I know he'll love. And he liked the baseball I got him for his birthday. I'm sure he misses his dog Buster.
Look, Mrs. Gardner, although
Frankly, we don't give a
understand
damn.
your attachment, you must also take into consideration the quality and craftsmanship that goes into the manufacturing of a lifelike simulation. No matter how realistic, he is not human.
You don't understand. You don't know him like I do. How dare you speak about him as if he doesn't think or speak? He does. I know he does. Let me speak to O'Foylan. Let me speak to O'Foylan right now.
Oh, he stole something? Oh.
It's 6 o'clock. Curfew. Curfew. All residents of Santa Mira, please clear the streets. Curfew is now in effect.
I don't see anybody, though. You sure? Clear the streets? I think they already got that down. Michelle Lynn Blasky presents The Third Channel. A Halloween 3 season. I love the text. It's pretty cool looking. Makes me want to go out and start filming fan films, honestly. Just to even see that opening. It's pretty damn dope. I was actually about to say the music's pretty good so far. Associate producer Steve Merlo. Associate producer Michael. Nice. Director of photography Zach Macias. Executive producers Brendan Hayes. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Executive producer Jordan Cartwright. Oh, there I am, right next to Michelle. That's awesome. Nice. I appreciate that. I actually really dig that. I'm actually going to screenshot that here in a few minutes. Probably actually after the reaction, I'll go ahead and screenshot that and post it to my Facebook because I love that shit. I love being a part of fan films. I love doing all that stuff. Hell, if anybody wants to cast me in their fan films, I will be happily ready to go. I don't care what you want me to do. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. Actually, I take that back. Not everything. Not anything. No way. Told you I was part of it, guys. Yep, inspired by the great characters created by John Carpenter, Deborah Hill, and all of them. I dig that so much.
Tonight, stargazers will be amazed when they look up at the night sky to see an alignment of planets which hasn't happened in over 40 years.
Jessica, did I catch you at a bad time?
I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about our meeting. We had a no-call, no-show today, so I had to come in early.
I have been looking through your transcript, and I know it's only been 3 months since you graduated, but I really want you to seriously look at some of these internships. There are not enough female mechanical engineers out there, and I can get you in a great program.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time between working and taking care of my grandmother.
Jessica, I hear you. I'm here to help you. Let's think about your future. And Jessica,
Yes.
happy birthday.
Okay, I'll think about it. Thanks.
Good job.
Nothing like dusting.
Next.
Hi, I'm picking up a prescription for Alice Kelly. She's my grandmother.
Okay, Miss Kelly, let me see if it's ready.
Okay, thanks.
And also, what is your insurance plan?
We don't have insurance. We're self-pay.
Okay, your total is $109.30.
Wait, what? $109? That's impossible. I usually only pay $14. Why is it so much this time?
Prices change. We're not responsible for that.
Look, I can't afford to pay that. Not with my job. This is my grandmother's. She needs this. It's her medicine.
Miss Kelly, I'm going to ask you to lower your voice. If you do not, I'm going to call security.
Are you serious? This is crazy. I come here every month, and it's always been only $14. And is this how you treat the elderly?
That's not my problem, Miss Kelly.
That's not my problem.
What?
Next.
Unbelievable.
Punch her in the face.
Yes, Graham. Sorry, I hope I didn't wake you.
The clock already. What is the time?
Up next, Trina and Junk Mail.
I've had the day from hell, Graham.
What happened, honey?
Where do I begin?
Early days before
Oh,
spread of
first, that Deborah girl didn't show up for work again.
another way of life.
She's the new waitress. Then I went to pick up a prescription, and the lady at the counter told me that the price changed.
The land, the waters,
I'll have to figure out something.
and are often seen as the
Don't beat yourself up.
sisters of the people. In
There's a little something special for you in the fridge.
They are maternal figures, caring for the earth itself as well as their descendants.
Happy
But also
birthday
used
to
defenders,
you.
teachers,
Happy birthday to
These knowledgeable
you.
women, sometimes
Happy
called
birthday,
witches or
dear
Celtic priestesses,
Jessica.
were both
Happy
feared
birthday
and
to
admired by the
you.
people of Great Britain. It was the natural world
There.
and man's
Now
curiosity
you're all ready to make a
that
wish.
drew them to the ways of magic and mystery. October 31st,
Well,
Halloween,
what did you wish for?
If I tell you, it won't come true.
You're right. Better keep it to yourself. It's the magic of wishing.
Of the living and the dead are lifted. The dark half of the season marks for a time of harvest
All gone.
and even sacrifice to appease the gods.
You're the best, Graham.
Perhaps one of the main
Thank
reasons
you.
why we find this
Love
world
you.
and all of its mystics
I-
to be enchanting to us is that most of its teachings and practices have remained secret.
Well, would you look at that?
The Druid class went underground during Caesar's reign and have been cloaked in mystery ever since. Stories of barbaric sacrifice during their ceremonies and magic were primarily used to keep order and balance in the natural world. Ancient teachings were held in the highest regard and only delivered orally between teacher and pupil, meaning there was very little written literature, if any, to protect their secret rites. To this day, they still remain a mystery.
Low key, that was kind of creepy. I kind of dug that.
Jessica. Tell me, my dear, are you Miss Jessica Kelly?
Give me a break.
I can see it.
I'm sorry.
Your grandfather. Give me 10 minutes of your time, I'll explain everything. Or, you can go back in there. 10 minutes. I promise. 10 minutes.
Okay, this better be
It
good.
took longer, though.
I want to know how you found me and how you know my family.
Tell me, Miss Kelly. You believe in science, yes?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Now, do you believe in magic?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Like what kind of magic? Dungeons and Dragons kind of magic? New Age garbage magic?
Magic as in everyday magic. The mystery behind life itself. The small things. The things that, unlike you or I, don't even bother to notice. The things that mankind has yet to understand. It's what holds time and space in infinity. The very fabric of existence. This watch. This watch belonged to your grandfather, Colonel Thornton. You see, Miss Kelly, I have been looking for you for quite some time now. I have been given special instructions to find you at your present legal age of 24.
Ah.
I have been assigned with signing over.
I was actually about to just say, she's pretty much stationed in the same town that her grandfather was, so it wouldn't be that hard to find her. But since he said at the age of 24, now it makes more sense.
The family's trust.
My grandfather left something for me? Like what? Money? A house?
Try again, Miss Kelly. Like the family business.
He left me a business? What kind of business?
Why? Silver Shamrock, of course.
The Halloween Mask Company? Isn't that in California, and didn't that place go out of business?
It's, well, sort of suffered a setback. That's where you come in, Miss Kelly. That's if you want to. Miss Kelly?
Yeah, what will I have to do?
I'll help facilitate that.
But I don't know anything about running a business. Are you sure this isn't some kind of a mistake?
Nothing is by mistake. Nothing.
So good news, we're gonna be rich.
Well, here goes nothing.
The deed is done. Now, we're going to California.
Graham, are you awake? Graham? Grammy. Grammy, no! No, no, no!
So did she die of natural causes? I'm assuming, or did she said she needed a prescription, so I wonder if she like just died because of it.
You know, this reminds me of something.
You know, your grandfather settled here for a reason. He said it reminded him of the old country. Ireland.
You know, I never really knew him. My grandfather, Connell. The one I've never met. He died and left me all of this. I don't remember my mom even mentioning him.
Hold up. I know just the thing. This belonged to your grandfather. Now keep in mind, if you will, I don't know everything about this album, but it is.
Oh, wow. I see the resemblance to my dad. Where was this taken?
Funny you should ask. I believe that was the old Catholic school in Dublin. Not sure of the name, but I can find out if you like.
Was he?
Was he...
Catholic. I don't recall anyone in my family being Catholic.
Oh, heavens no. We all go to school, we all start out that way, but your grandfather, well, he had his own way of thinking about things.
Wow, now I am really intrigued.
Thrill me.
Hey, Sam, can we get something else on this thing?
I'm here with Jessica Kelly, the new owner and operator of Silver Shamrock Novelties. What can we expect from you this year, Jessica?
Well, this is a bit new to me.
What she means to say is this year will be different. We're bringing back our specialty masks and a brand new line of something very special indeed.
How exciting. Miss Kelly, how does it feel to step into the shoes of your late grandfather? I've heard since his passing you've taken over the entire operation.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting this. I just wish my grandmother was here to see me now. She passed away a few days ago.
How sad. Well, what can we expect from you this year, Miss
How
Kelly?
sad.
What
Very
would you like to tell
unfortunate.
the viewers out there?
If there are any deserving families in need, I want to make this Halloween a special one. My grandfather would have wanted that.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay, that character right there, is he supposed to be Tom Atkins' character from the original, like, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch? What is his name? Oh, God. Chalice? Dr. Chalice, I think is his name. Oh, someone's trying to shoot a video. This is like one of those Explorer videos where they're trying to go into the abandoned building. Oh, shit.
Well, who do we have here? Kate Mundy. Tell me, Miss Mundy, is this what you were expecting? Is this the big behind the scenes you were looking for?
You son of a bitch, you listen to me. You gonna tell me right now before I get the authorities down here. You motherfucker, I'm gonna kick you.
You know, we could really use somebody with your media expertise around here. Well, that is to say, not you exactly, but the face the community trusts us. Looks like you'll be getting that big break after all.
Oh. Well, that was interesting. I love the witch mask, by the way. I think it really is neat looking. Love that shot. Look at that place. Oh my god. Don't trip.
I'm sorry, Graham. I'm so sorry I let you down. I tried so hard. I hope you're at peace wherever you are.
I'm so sorry, Jessica. She was a good woman. You'll see her again someday.
She didn't have to die. It was my fault. She needed her meds and I let her down.
Jessica, you can't blame yourself. You did everything you could.
You just met me, man. You don't know.
You know, she always had this saying she used to tell me when I was a little girl. They'll only do to you what you let them. And I guess that is true.
Yes, that's the spirit. Very wise woman.
Excuse me, Miss Kelly? Can I have a word with you? Alone?
I'm sorry, who are you?
I was your grandmother's doctor. I think there's something you need to know.
It's okay. I'll meet you down by the entrance. You were saying you were my grandmother's doctor? Dr.
Chalice. Dr. Dan Chalice. Listen, Miss Kelly, I think there's something you really need to know. These people you're dealing with, they're dangerous.
What?
You're probably too young to know what happened. But your grandfather, Cochran, he was a madman. I was there the night it happened.
hell are you talking about? You can't just come here and talk shit about my family. This is my grandmother's funeral.
Jessica, just listen to me, please. I woke up in that hospital as if nothing had ever happened. I didn't even know where I was. They all said it was just a big hoax, the third channel. Nothing happened. The broadcast stayed on the air and nothing happened. For years, I kept telling myself that it was all just my imagination. But then, I saw you on TV, and I just couldn't believe it.
Okay, I think we've had just about enough.
Don't let them drag you into this, Jessica. You can stop this. Think about what I said.
It's interesting that after the events of the first one, at least told here that nothing happened when the broadcast happened. Like, it was a big deal too, like, you know, turn it off, you know, stop broadcasting it. And apparently nothing happened, when we all assumed that basically everybody died. At least who was ever wearing the mask across the world. Crazy. Made him lose his mind a little bit, like think that he was going crazy. Kind of an interesting turn to take it.
Hi.
Good morning, Miss Kelly.
Hello, good morning.
We're all waiting for you.
Okay, give me 15 minutes and I'll be there.
Employee of the month. It's like picking your Pokemon, man. There's Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle.
Well, here she is now, everybody. I give you Miss Jessica Kelly, granddaughter of the great Colcon.
Very good. I like the duck.
Jimmy, would you do the honors? Yes, of course.
Okay, so I came up with 3 different ideas for this year's product. Jessica, I'd like for your input on this as well. So, for my first product, edible masks. But that probably wouldn't work so well. So I came up with a different idea. Trick-or-treat bags. But wait, there's more. I got to thinking, the bags are a nice touch. But what about...
You know, that's an even better idea. I mean, what?
This is excellent work, Jimmy. I mean, you had me worried with the first one. Tell me, when does this go into production?
We could have it rolled out as early as this afternoon.
Outstanding. There's something I'd like to show you if you have the time.
I have all the time in the world.
Excellent. Right this way.
Yeah,
This,
yeah,
my
literally.
dear, is for your eyes only. Only a few people are allowed to see what's behind this door.
It's kind of chilly in here, isn't it?
We have to maintain a slightly lower temp in here due to the sensitivity of the equipment. Your grandfather was a great man, Jessica. He was on the cutting edge before his time. A war chest of wisdom.
There's Michelle.
They probably didn't teach you this in school.
No, they didn't.
Look closely here, Jessica. The real spider is alive. A series of electrodes and capacitors help to recycle the live spider's energy to fuel the robotic one.
Like a battery.
Exactly. I knew you'd get it being a mechanical engineering major. The artificial one shuts down. And that's why they have to stay in.
What if we could control it remotely?
That is exactly what I'd like you to help us develop, if you will.
Of course.
Well, now it makes sense that they didn't just want her because of her lineage, they also wanted her because she is good at what she does and her profession. Makes even more sense why they would, yeah, want to get her involved. Okay, okay.
Got it to work.
Excellent. Ingenious.
You mean to tell me you've never heard of the thumb
Ingenious.
With thumbs, like off hands.
It's when we were kids.
Uh,
You've never heard of this.
Never.
Okay, so it's like wrestling with your thumbs. So hold hands like this, and then you.
I have an announcement to make. Some of you may know why we're here this evening, and some of you may have just wanted to come and get drunk, which is fine too. It's okay, because I too wish to indulge. To Miss Kelly, Jessica, we are so incredibly happy to have you here with us. Jessica here has somehow single-handedly managed to fix their transmitter today. Not even I could figure it out. And if I might say so, my dear, your grandfather would have been most proud of you today. Bravo, Jessica. Bravo.
Thank you. It was simple, really.
Oh, don't be modest now.
Well, I'm glad I could help. And what the hell am I drinking? This is delicious.
You mean to tell me you've never had mead before?
I've actually never had a drink at all before.
No way.
Way?
You have all the time in the world to experience. Enjoy.
Oh, I have a question for you. So I know you said you didn't know everything, but I came across this picture, and take a look at this. So, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I've seen this wolf in my dreams.
Tell me, Jessica, do you believe in reincarnation?
You mean like in past lives?
Reincarnation or past lives, if you prefer to call them, yes, they are one and the same.
I'm skeptical, but I think it's possible.
It's always good to be skeptical.
Yes, it is. Very good.
Let's try something. If you're willing.
Okay, I'm game.
Jimmy, will you get the lights?
I wonder what kind of experiment he's gonna do.
Okay, Jessica. I want you to lie back and concentrate on my voice. I'm going to count back from 10. At 5, you will become relaxed. At 3, you will barely be able to keep your eyes open. At 1, you will be fully asleep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You are now fully relaxed. 4, 3.
I like her Night of the Living Dead shirt.
2, 1. Now, Jessica, let's go back to a time way before your birth, here in the now. Way back to a more simpler time. A time when the world was just beginning. Can you hear me, Jessica?
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm at the hillside. There's the procession. I'm trying to get to the others. There's the man. He's here too. It's a celebration.
Can you see this one?
I can't see him. He's too far away.
It's okay. It's okay, Jessica.
He's coming closer. I'm trying to get to the others to warn them. He's grabbing me. Someone. No. Collect my hands from the sheriff.
Okay, Jessica, listen to me. On the count of 5, you will return to the safety of your home. On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now open your eyes.
What happened?
A little experiment. You're safe now.
Who were those people? Where was I?
It's okay, my dear. It will all make sense to you soon. I'll let you get some rest now. You did great tonight, my dear. Wonderful.
Wow. Imagine if it was Michael Myers. Did you know there was actually like a theory going around that people were saying Michael Myers' mask was actually a silver shamrock mask and he was actually being controlled by the silver shamrock company to kill people? That was a pretty interesting, like it would literally make no sense because when he was a kid, he killed with that little clown mask. So it would literally make no sense, but it was an interesting concept. It was like, oh, actually, you know what? That wouldn't have been like a horrible twist in my personal opinion. It wouldn't have been like the worst twist out there. Is she just leaving? Is she just packing all of her stuff up and leaving? Jessica, where on earth are you going?
Community Memorial.
Hi. Can I please speak to a Dr. Dan Chalice?
One moment, please.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Chalice.
Hi, Dr. Chalice. We met a few days ago at my grandmother's funeral. This is Jessica Kelly.
Jessica, where are you?
Well, I'll have to explain that later. I was about to get on a bus into town. I was wondering if we could meet.
Tell me where you're heading, and I'll come pick you up.
Okay, thank you.
I just don't know what to believe right now.
Okay. Why don't we start at the beginning? How did you meet these people?
This guy just showed up at my work out of nowhere saying that he knew my family and that my grandfather died and left me this factory.
That was the guy at the funeral.
Yes, O'Whalen. Then something really weird happened last night. We were having this get-together at my place, and I don't remember what happened next, but I've been having these strange dreams, and...
Okay, I think the best thing to do is to go to the police. Tell them everything you've told me.
No, they're not going to believe me right now.
I could go with you if you like.
Jesus, Christmas.
Jessica!
That CGI dog just scared the shit out of me.
She's awake now. Good morning, my dear Jessica. You had us all worried. To be fair, I can't blame her. It's only natural to question. It's only natural to fear the unknown. Let me help you understand, my dear Jessica. You see, I haven't been completely honest with you, and for that, I'm sorry. However, how could I tell you everything at once? You're so curious, so talented, smart. But you don't yet fully know who you really are, do you?
We've been waiting for you for a long time, Jessica. And waiting.
What Jimmy means to say is that you are not who you think you are. You are much, much older than you think. We all are. We're from the old world. Our customs, our people, almost entirely lost. But we still remain. The snakes were driven out, and we're here to bring them back. Halloween, an old tradition that has since lost its true meaning. And the result? This new world now suffers from plagues, destructions, disease, death, poverty. We are the ones who seek balance.
Sure. I have one as well.
How can that be?
Some things cannot be erased by time.
You've come back. We all have. Did you bring it? Yes, I did.
Good. Let's begin. Tell me, have you ever had a reading before?
Okay. I think this is good. This is really good. You see, if you will, the first card represents the cause. You're on your own. You have decisions to make. The wolf symbolizes independence, freedom.
Was that explains the wolf on the car?
Now, the second position of the cards represents the emotional state. The bear can be seen as a protector, one who looks after their young. For example, you have fears, Jessica, and that can be understood.
And the third?
I see. Well, this is good. This is really good. The swan represents a time of waiting for the right moment in life. This is very new to you, Jessica. There is something you are meant to do. Something you are meant for.
Yes. Yes, I agree to you. Our dear Miss Kelly has a purpose.
What is my purpose? What am I meant for, and why am I even here? I've lost everything I do. My life, my job, my grandmother. Let's keep you up for now.
Ah, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, Rafferty. Is everything going as planned?
Oh, yes. I'll be doing the transfer tonight.
Excellent. We'll be standing by.
Have you told the girl yet?
All in good time, my friend. All in good time.
All in good time. All in good time. No rush. Not at all. I heard that building was demolition not long ago, which if that's the case, that's really sad. Actually, I think that's why there's a whole bunch of stuff around it right now, because I think they were planning on bulldozing it.
Hi, we have an appointment at 9 for a tour.
Will this be the Wagner? I'll tell Miss Jessica you're here.
Well, hello, Mr. Wagner. This must be your wonderful family. If you'll follow me, please.
Let me guess, another test subject.
I'll have to ask you to wear these, as health code regulations require that all personnel wear masks in facilities that manufacture candies.
Is this really necessary? Is this really necessary? I hate wearing those things.
Yes, it is necessary. Right this way.
Well, I guess it's the first time for everything.
He don't care. Just stand there. Do your job.
The first steps are pretty simple. These masks are crafted from a specific mold, which are then heated and trimmed as they're prepared for packaging. Then they're ready to be shipped all over the world. I see you have a question.
When are we going to sing the Silver Shamrock song?
Adam, you look awfully young to be running a factory by yourself.
Olivia, come on. She's just a tour guide. Get real.
Actually, I am the owner and operator of Silver Shamrock Candies. And relax. I'm older than I look.
Isn't that the girl who played the person at the desk in the beginning of the movie? The wife?
Now, if you all wouldn't mind having a seat in here, there's a product survey.
I like the way
being
this room
completed
looks.
At the end of the tour.
Sure, you bet.
Thank you.
Well,
What?
how was it, the factory, the tour?
I thought it was stupid.
Shut your mouth.
Hello and welcome to Santa Mira. We're so happy you had a chance to visit and tour our factory. The following survey is designed to help us improve our quality products. Please watch the following commercial and answer the questions on the form. Oh, and don't forget to watch the big giveaway.
Very good, very good.
Are you looking for love? Are you tired of all the dating sites? Are you looking for something new? It's hard being single. I've tried bars, dating websites. I almost gave up.
Hi there.
Do you have trouble finding that special someone? That person that gets you no matter who or what you really are? I know I did. I searched all over the country, all the sites, all the ads everywhere from Texas to Detroit, Michigan. I have certain wants, certain needs that are hard to fulfill. That was until I found
Automated love.
automated love.
Automated love is so different.
Automated
from all those other
love.
dating websites. And I know. I've used them all. It's kind of hit or miss. You never really know what you're going to get. And I was actually about ready to give up on finding love until I found automated love.
Detailed work and craftsmanship gives our product a lifelike simulation tailored to meet your needs and expectations.
It was always like something was missing. I was looking for love, but I didn't know where to find it. Until I found.
What's wrong, honey?
Nothing.
Automated love. Automated love is different from regular dating websites. Each robotic companion is specifically manufactured according to the ideals of our clients. Human-like response.
Ah, she was looking at him because she realized, yeah,
rechargeable functions make
he's
everyday
a
life wonderful.
robot.
We offer financing, free product upgrades, and repairs. So what are you waiting for? Join hundreds who already have. Automated
That'd been funny if it took like her head off or something.
Automated love.
Automated love.
Automated love. Try automated love today.
Okay, 1. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how effective was the commercial at depicting real-life situations? 9.
What?
Hey, I thought so. Come on. Don't tell me you've never thought about it.
Yeah, really.
Hey,
I'd give it a 4.
I just don't want you to be, if something ever happens to me, you know, I wouldn't want you to be lonely.
Well, there's always life insurance.
Okay. I've seen about enough. Let's roll it.
Hey, this is it. Oh, yes, I told you.
All natural, delicious.
Hurry home. All you lucky kids with Shamrock Surprise chocolate bars. Don't forget to be in front of your television sets at 9 and watch.
I do like the spider logo. I think that's pretty neat.
Hello, Dad. Oh my God, Dad.
Oh, what the f... That is interesting, no doubt. That is certainly interesting. The freaking concept of these spiders
Welcome to
coming out of the
future
candy.
of ancient technology.
Oh crap, was that it? That was interesting. I can't deny it. It was interesting. I dig the candy was actually the way to kill people this time around. I think that actually would be a pretty smart way to take it. First it was Halloween masks, then turns into candy. Really neat. That's where Chalice was the entire time. He was just out there running off in the distance. Okay, so I'm gonna give a quick review of it. And you got to keep in mind too that I don't say what I say to be a dick about stuff. I say it to give some sort of constructive criticism, to give my honest opinion about certain things. If I had to give a review of this little fan film, is that I really think it would have benefited if more time was put into it. There was certain things that were a little rushed that were actually very fascinating. I think everything was actually quite fascinating and really cool. A really cool way to take the story. It's just I wish there were certain things that would have been focused on a little bit more, and maybe scenes that would have dragged out a little bit, maybe just for a little bit of its own benefit. I think it definitely needed to be over an hour long. I mean, it's an hour, but it should have been like an hour and 20 minutes in my opinion. Like there were a lot of moments where I felt like it was very creepy, very atmospheric, and if there were actually some more different camera angles, maybe showing some different maybe angles of like certain conversations happening, I feel like that would have helped out a lot. But overall, it's a pretty fine fan film. It was pretty dang decent, and I gotta say the editing for like the texts in the opening crawl and the end credits and those things themselves for what they were given, I mean, that's pretty impressive, I gotta say. I mean, seriously, I gotta give credit where credit's due and say, you know what, for a YouTube fan film, not bad at all. I would even say that this is certainly one of the more creative ones I've seen. Oh yeah, I would say this is definitely up there in creativity. So having said that, I do think that there was absolute passion put behind it. I do think that you guys definitely tried to give us something that was genuinely unique amongst fan films, which I appreciate that a lot. It's a fine time, and I'm very much happy to have my name on it and to be a part of it. Thank you so much, Michelle. That was really well done. I'm very happy that you finally got your fan film out there. And guys, if you want, go support the original video by going to the link in the description. Make sure you show it a lot of love, a lot of support. It's almost to 100 likes. Get it over 100 likes for my sake. And I will certainly check you guys out in the next video. Please do take care.
JCARTS has your back. JCARTS has your back. JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after me if you can't. JCARTSARTS is through, you won't be mended.